Sims, you ready yet? No, you ain't doing. Come on, bro. You got. I thought you was gonna be in vocals.
How about? No, I was gonna say no.
You saying when United win this?
So no, that's a good one. So not this week. It's the Carabao Cup. If we beat Fulham, we come back.
I can't. That
Too
can't
easy.
be a
If
celebration.
United win 3 on the spin.
Yeah.
3 on the spin. We'll
3 on the spin.
3 on the spin in the league.
He's not never doing that, blood.
In the league.
That won't
Get
happen.
back to singing in November.
Yeah,
All right, cool. I got you.
yeah,
I got you. I'm with it.
3 on the spin in the league.
That ain't thanks to Ten Hag. Anyway.
So we're back here on Near Post. Since we're talking about United winning 3 on the spin, let's talk about. I'm not gonna call him Starboy because he's not that.
Let's talk about the lead up to
The lead up to Starboy.
But hold on, Starboy Saka. So
No, I'm saying I think Starboy.
No, man him out. just putting it out there. Don't call him that. Marcus Rashford. Call him his name.
Okay.
Marcus.
Yeah.
Rashi. Let's go.
Wait, hold on. He's better than Starboy. Don't he have like an MBE or some shit like that?
Yeah, but that's for feeding the kids though.
No,
At least he was feeding somebody. He ain't feeding Hoyland.
Should Hoyland have gone down? Obviously, we're going to talk about Rashford and that, but let's talk about the build up to the subject of the week and what I feel like a lot of people are talking about. But before we go into that, should Hoyland have gone down when he was 1-on-1
I don't think it matters.
in the Man City derby?
I don't think it matters.
I was really
The
rooting
fact
for
that you
him.
just call it the Man City derby even hurts my soul.
Sorry,
I can't
Manchester
even,
derby.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. The city is blue.
Should
I
he have
can't
gone
even.
down?
Yeah, when he was 1-on-1.
Yeah, but I don't think the chance was there for the keeper to actually touch that. Edison didn't.
Yeah, I think he
No,
was just
Stones
died.
did.
Huh?
Stones did.
Did he?
Yeah.
But was it? I don't think it'd have been enough.
It was a poor touch.
Yeah, I don't think it'd have been enough.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I was really rooting for him, but anyway.
Yeah, but I would not change the outcome of what was happening, bro.
Derbies are different.
Nah, it's different.
No,
It's
no,
different.
He's right. Because
But-
last season they were 1-0 up, and then they came into the second half.
But we
did
also
a goal and
how
they changed the whole
we
thing.
also City cook. That's the best I've seen City play whole season.
The whole season. We're only 2 months in.
Yeah, with 10 games. That's a good sample size.
Nah.
That's quarter of that, bro. That's
You gotta remember,
that's a quarter way through. That's a good sample
You
size.
say that, but you gotta remember, like they only started cooking what March to chase you guys.
Yeah,
like
like-
probably
Yeah, but
February,
but
March.
City always cook towards the end. We know this. That's when
Yeah, but I'm saying,
that's,
like, 10
that's
games.
before when Gundogan used to put that battery in his back and start scoring goals for no
Became
reason.
Zidane out of nowhere.
Exactly. But bro, they dismantled you guys from head to toe.
I think they've beaten us worse.
Honestly,
honestly,
No, I'm talking about football wise. They've beaten you
that's what I'm
worse by a better result.
No,
but bro, you all had about what towards the end of the first half about like 8 minutes.
6-1. Do you remember the 6-1?
I remember that.
The David Silva masterclass. You remember?
Yeah.
My guy. All right, cool. That was way worse.
Okay, cool. That was
So
worse
that was
because
me. That was way worse.
we can debate about. I'm only talking about this season, right?
sure.
I've seen City being a bit rocky. They haven't been reassured. Like the City we know that play football, go out and I'll play everybody.
Yeah, but
that's the first time I've seen that kind of City properly.
Let me ask you
United do
this
that to every team.
Let me ask you this question. Did you go into that thinking United were going to win?
No.
Okay, then. So there's no point in us having this conversation. So, I don't get it.
If Hoyland puts that chance away, I can't lie. Back United, you know how they were springing out from the counters.
You know what it is?
It could have been worse. The scoreline could have been worse.
I think the first 15 minutes it looked steady, and then all of a sudden, IQ kicks in, and then it just goes down the
Yeah,
fucking
but
drain.
I'm not being funny.
Yeah, no, by all means.
How many times have you said it might not be the first 15 minutes, but there's always a 15 minutes where United.
Oh yeah,
You're like,
but you know what the problem
15
is.
minutes out of 90.
But you know what the problem is, and I guess leading us into
Unless you cook in that 50 minutes of school.
yeah.
Which it won't.
I think the problem is again, like if you look at players' desire to not lose. I'm not saying win, just not lose those type of games. It's just not there. And it's easy, and obviously I don't really want to talk about United. I wouldn't really talk about Rashford in that sense, but just on the club as a whole, like how many managers has it been? 6 or like 4 since 5?
After Fergie.
After Fergie, like 5. Moyes,
Well, if you're talking
Van
about
Gaal,
permanent.
Jose, Solskjaer.
You're not counting gigs.
I'm not. No, you can't count those. I'll count Ragnick because I think he had enough games.
Okay.
So that's 5 there, and then now 6. Yeah, so Ten Hag. I've seen the same thing happen to each one of those managers with a certain group of players in the club. So when we go back and you say things like Pogba this or Lukaku that or whatever, 6 guys, okay, maybe 2 out of the 6 could be bad, right? but all 6, and it's the same problem. At some point, because nobody's pointing the finger, and I was on BBC Radio, Manchester, and a lot of the conversation was Ten Hag, and I just said, when they asked me, I just said, everybody on the radio now is just pointing the finger at him, but nobody's asking me. Tell me what Rashford did for the time he's on the pitch. Just give me one. Give me just one good thing he did that I can say, hands up, like that was crazy.
My guy.
Yeah, go ahead.
My guy. Stop that.
No, but it's true.
I agree with you, Kels.
My guy.
I agree.
My guy, stop that.
I agree.
Stop that right now. You know what?
What am I stopping?
It's not even an episode.
No, but what am I
we can
stopping?
make it that. Let me know.
No,
Let me know.
what am I stopping?
My guy.
No, just okay.
No,
go on.
no,
After you. Quick, go on. After you. After you.
Okay, cool.
So my thing is, you can't sign. Well, it's what has it been a season and a half? You signed 8 players.
Okay.
Yeah? You can't sign more than half a squad.
Okay.
And then continue to say, I can't point the fingers at Ten Hag, because before everything else, before what's going on with the Glazers, what's going on with the trade, he's still a coach.
No, but I'm not talking about any of that.
Okay.
I'm talking about if you're Marcus Rashford in the Manchester Derby, and you're from Manchester, you're born and bred in this club, and you're given the least, that's what I'm talking about. We can talk about Ten Hag until my face is blue.
Okay.
But if I'm saying that there's 6 guys who come through in the time that you've been in the first 5, because he came in through Van Gaal. You've had 5 different guys, and it's the same thing.
No, you've won Manchester derbies in that time.
No. I'm not talking about Manchester derbies. I'm talking about performances and dedication to playing for Manchester United.
So what do you think?
It's the same thing over and over.
What did he bag 15 games in a row last season?
But wait, you said.
But he put 4 out of 10.
But you said you don't want to talk about United.
Yeah.
But this is where it stems from. Man United is a club. Manchester United is a club that gets Anthony for, forget the fee for a second. Forget the fee, because we was meant. We're
meant to get Gakpo over 45.
He should have been 45.
And we ended up sitting more.
So the fees. The fees. In what I'm saying, the fees are relevant.
Right.
You get a player in Anthony who's done well in the Eredivisie for, was it 12
2
months?
years.
Maybe 18.
Just about 18 months. Yeah.
All right, cool. Done well in Eredivisie for 18 months. He's on 20k. You sign him. Forget the fee. You sign him,
and you give him
200k.
Yeah.
So expecting
desire after that is crazy. It's hard to get. We'll just say effectively, it's hard to get out of bed when you wear suit pajamas.
Rashford.
Yeah.
He has if you look at his last 5 seasons or 6 seasons, he's had 2 seasons where he's done a madness. Last season, and I think it was like
I think it was the season
2 seasons before that.
Yeah, before his injury.
I think Ali's first season or something like that.
The back
So based on that, really based on last season, he's now warranted 350k.
He's on 4.
I think that's with bonuses.
With bonus, but it's still 4.
But all right, cool.
Yeah.
You got Sancho, who
375, easy.
Because if you look at Bellingham and Sancho left Dortmund probably at a similar status.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess. I don't even know. I'm gonna guess Bellingham's on 200.
Yeah. Probably 250, something like that.
Bearing in mind, just as a side note, when De Bruyne negotiated his own contract for 350 or 375 was a madness. Sancho's got that off the back of Dortmund at 21. So I say all of this to say, United give everyone the world,
and they don't give nothing back.
But I'm saying once you give everyone the world, where'd you go from there?
expect?
You're relying on you're almost relying on the little boy, the little passion that you don't know exists.
You're hoping Kobe Mainoo brings that forward now. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that the drive and the determination is not there from players such as Sancho and Rashford because of the amount of money they're getting.
No, I'm not saying.
That's what I'm hearing.
Because of,
I don't think it's just.
I'm not saying because of, but us as fans, we expect every player to have the same passion that we would have.
Let me put it this way. So I'm trying to use like a player that's in comparison. Let's say Lee Sharp. A lot of people probably don't know who the fuck Lee Sharp is. It's on play, right? But Lee Sharp, I would say hands on heart, as much as a good player he was, he didn't have like an inch of the talent and ability, athleticism that Marcus Rashford has. But he made up for that with desire
And heart.
Determination. I've watched, and it's not just I want to specifically aim at players, not necessarily the club itself. Because it's easy for me to say, oh, the Glazers and this, and I heard that before. I can't blame the Glazers for people not having passion. That's on you. You step across that white line, just your job. Too many times have I either been at Old Trafford or watched on my TV and seen guys. There was a point, I think, in the City game where Rashford lost the ball, or someone lost the ball, and Rashford was about like 3 steps away from adequately pressing someone and getting the ball back.
And lagged.
And he just stood. Shout out to Courtney. But the point is, the point is that
Shots fired.
it's not the first time that Rashford's done this. He just stops. And the reason why I'm talking about desire and passion is because you are Mancunian. You are from this club. You were at the club since you've been 8, 7 years old, whatever the age is. It's bred into you. Liverpool, City. He went on LeBron James's podcast, and LeBron is invested in Liverpool. And they said to him, who do you hate the most? And he said, Liverpool. It's bred into you from a young age. I mean, I hate Liverpool. But you never show up in those games. Wayne Rooney was an Evertonian and came to United. And maybe it's extra motivation. But if Wayne Rooney went to Anfield, it was either he was going to put on some crazy show or he's going to get sent off. Passion. I just want to win. There's not, and yes, we could say, but that comes from manager. But there's been 6 guys trying to get that out of you now. 6 guys have tried to say, and let's not forget, Jose Mourinho, one of the greatest managers to ever manage in this game. He's trying to get it out of you. It's not happening. Jose Mourinho was on record saying, if Marcus Rashford is the guy to lead this club forward, this club's going nowhere. What are we talking about?
And
what do we actually? So sorry. Go ahead.
What I'll say to you as an Arsenal fan is, remember when Saka took Pepe's shirt effectively? Yeah. Imagine at that point, you put Saka on a 400k contract.
Now what?
I'm not saying he won't be what he is now because we don't know. But I will say there's a less chance he is what he is now. And I feel like that's what United breed.
You take away the hunger.
Do you get what I mean? I feel like that's what United.
That new contract and everything else.
He gets what he gets and he deserves all of it. But he's kind of at a consistency where this is what it is. I
also feel like if you watch like the David Beckham documentary and you see like the way that those guys talk about United, and Gary Neville said something quite interesting just recently where he said if the class of '92 came into this current era, this squad, they would struggle because the atmosphere is not conducive to growth. And I believe that. It's not about the Glazers. Put them in a box somewhere. The actual way that the club is run today is not conducive for even a Kobe Mainoo to become what Jude Bellingham's doing right now. It's impossible.
So is Rashford to then blame then if you're saying?
No. So, yes.
Okay.
Just because you were there when it was that. Kobe Mainoo didn't get Fergie and those guys around. Rashford was around.
Van Gaal.
No, but what I'm saying is Rashford was coming through the youth system. Okay. Fergie was going to these games and knowing who Rashford's mom is. So it's being bred into you from an early age. This is Manchester United. This is the standard. Rashford should be the first person, just like Jesse Lingard, who also poor mentality, should have been in the club saying, nah, this is not what we do. But you're dancing in the dressing room.
Quick question, Zeke, sorry. I remember
when you lose, when you lose, you're Dougie in the dressing room. It's crazy.
I remember Ole making a statement that they had a few players who actually turned down the armband. We know Rashford at that time was a bit younger, but do you think? I believe he was probably one of those players that was actually given the opportunity to captain Man United. Do you think that he would have turned it down if he was given that opportunity?
My answer to that would be this: I don't know him personally, so I'm not going to comment on. I'm talking about purely on the pitch and what I'm watching you do. I don't know his mentality off the pitch or, in the dressing room or whatever, or if he's a leader at all. What I do know is that if I'm a Mancunian and I'm getting the opportunity to play for Manchester United, the club that I've supported since a boy, and the captain's armband came to me or came around the room and I was asked, I'm snatching it out of your hand. Not only am I snatching it out of your hand, give me the number 7 shirt too, because I want to make sure you understand I'm that guy. You can, how does Mount, and I'm not gonna crap on Mount, but how does Mount come into the club and become number 7?
Can I just say in response to what you just said?
Yeah, by all means.
If he doesn't feel like he's captain material, I make him right for not wanting it.
No, that's fine. But then again, you fed the kids.
You do show leadership. Exactly.
The government told you
very true.
And you personally made it a mission of your own
to take on the government, but you can't captain your team.
Zeke.
I know that makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Let's get it right though. Let's call it spade a spade. We're all gonna congratulate and give Rashford his props.
By all means.
But
You're saying that's not the same thing?
No, he didn't write none of that. Like, he was the face of that movement.
He's the face of the movement. Okay, that's fine.
I'm not trying to shit on Rashford, but someone wrote all of that. He was the face of it.
Let me ask you this question. If he's just the face, that's fine. Not everybody's gonna be a captain like Roy Keane. Let's talk about Martin Odegaard. He's not loud. He's not vocal. He leads by example.
I think he's vocal though.
No, but I'm saying the way he's vocal is not Roy Keane vocal.
No,
you know what I'm saying. So there's different types of leadership. If you can take on the responsibility of being the face of a movement, even if you're not the guy writing the letters or going back and forth. I mean, he was on the phone with the prime minister, right? So he said, I've had a conversation to explain to him why I think this is important. So
that's easy though.
So no, but it is. But let's look at it this way: there's football and real life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can play football on a Sunday or Saturday and do and run around with your boys.
Yeah.
But then there's real life.
Yeah.
Up here, bills, mortgage, mom's sick, dad's in the hospital. There's real shit.
Yeah.
It's just football.
Yeah.
Right. It's just a game. So I'm not attacking his personality. I don't know him. I'm talking about his football. But it should be a lot easier as somebody who has supported the club since a child to say, you know what, I want this because I've worked hard for it.
Let me use
instead of fighting real life.
All right, so let me use your example. So in regards to fighting in real life, we can all speak to the prime minister because we've struggled. We've all struggled. It's easy. So all we're doing, or the conversation we're having with the prime minister is we're explaining what you give us and our opportunities compared to the rich and how you can improve on that. We can all do that. I think that's easy. In regards to the footballing regard, comparing, so let's just use Odegaard as the example. Odegaard might not be like demonstrative and be shouting at everyone, but on the pitch he's very vocal. And where he has the high football IQ, Rashford don't.
Let me ask you this question. I remember Rashford said to, I think he called Harry Maguire a dickhead or something like that after Martial got sent over for Vince. Right. That takes balls.
No, it don't.
No. What I mean by it takes balls is that if we're on the pitch and something's gone against us and I'm arguing with the referee, you tell me to leave it, and I'm like, shut up, dickhead.
That shows some character. Shows some bit of character
from you, right? In some way, shape, or form. Whether it's the same thing as when Son walked in the dressing room and him and Lloris got into it. It's passion. I can tell you, after that game, they all went sitting there. All right, cool, boots off, boom, boom. Yeah, kick off, boom, boom. I'm going.
And that's due to the atmosphere you were saying, right?
Do you know what? And that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm pointing at him.
Alright, you come from an era where you know that when United used to lose, they were in the training.
It was over.
Yeah, it was arms.
There was a big conversation.
It was arms house or whatever the case may be. Back in the dressing room or whatever the case may be, or on the training ground or whatever.
Yeah. I'm not just saying him, by the way. I think it's all of them.
Yeah, but in terms of Rashford, I agree. It doesn't take balls for him to say that to Maguire because obviously there's just a lack of respect from Maguire. And I think that is even an issue in itself.
Yeah. You don't even respect your captain.
You don't even respect your captain.
So how do you respect your manager?
Who's the leader there? Because if that was Roy Keane, and he did that,
he drapes them.
I think Keane is drapes them.
Let me tell you why. And there's a video of Cristiano back in 03 where he goes through on goal and he tries to dink it over the keeper instead of just placing it. And you can see Keane verbally calling him all sorts of names.
Yeah, he says, finish it, you fucking
dickhead,
or something like that.
And then Ronaldo goes and gets a bags of goal.
Yeah.
Keane don't even celebrate with him.
Yeah, they don't celebrate.
And then Ronaldo don't celebrate. And Rio's like, what's the matter with you? And he's slapping him in the face. What's the matter with you? Fix up.
Yeah.
Yes, there is nobody in the United dressing room who does that. I would expect it from Casemiro because of what he's done. But then at the same time, if you're
Casemiro's new.
No, it's not the point. If you're Real Madrid and the standard is Real Madrid, see, this is where United come from.
It's a culture thing,
That's it. So the fact is, he's come here and thought, whoa. Varane's come here and thought. So when Martinez came in and you see all the slide tackles flying in and stuff, and he's G'ing everybody up, it's like all of a sudden like, oh. That reminds me of what I used to watch.
I can see sense in what you're saying because when you think about the United of old, you think that this doesn't matter. These are fringe players who not getting 90 minutes. These are all leaders. These are all capable captains. Right. If you think of a player like even John O'Shea, right? You think he can captain a team.
Yeah.
So I understand your point when you're saying Marcus Rashford. You put a lot of blame on him because he comes from that setup. He comes from the academy and everything along those lines. So don't you think that he should have? Do you think that he has that captain mentality? That leadership mentality.
I want to continue to say this. I don't know him personally, so
I know. From based on what you've seen,
what I'm saying is on the pitch, no. Based on the fact of if I know Slims is a press demon, right? So even if Slims is not won the ball, I'm in that situation thinking, nah, I'm chasing him. Even if I don't get the ball back, I'm chasing him. Rashford standing still. That just tells me you're not bothered.
There's so many factors to that. I get it. Yeah. I do understand it, and that's from a personal standpoint. And it's easy to say, okay, that's bred from your manager.
Yeah,
I would say, but maybe yes, from a personal standpoint, if you're talking about in a Manchester derby, he's Mancunian, you should just want to do that. Forget what your manager's saying. You should just want to do that. But you touched on something that was important, and you said that it's the culture. So do you blame the mindset and the mentality of Marcus Rashford at this moment in time if there is no culture like of the old existing at Manchester United?
And who creates that culture?
Because he existed in a time where the culture was right. Yes.
He was on the periphery of existence. If we're talking about, hold on, wait. If we're talking about Danny Welbeck, I can understand what you're saying.
No, but what I'm saying,
Rashford didn't play under Ferguson. Ferguson was being filtered out. You had Moyes, and then you've had Van Gaal.
Wait, hear me out.
Culture was shifting in that time.
But he played with Rooney.
Smalling's gone.
Hear me out.
Okay.
He played with Rooney.
Yeah.
Rooney played with. So when Rooney said, I think Rooney said in an interview, there was all of a sudden Jesse's showing up in a Lamborghini and I'm telling him, nah. What are you doing? Take that home. Go get something. Like, nah. That's mentality. You're not here yet. You haven't arrived. I think the problem is that a lot of players.
It's fading.
Yeah, well, it's gone. It's not fading. It's gone.
Rooney was playing centre mid for England at that time.
Yeah, no, it's not fading. It's gone. And when you now bring in 6 different guys with 6 different ideas,
it gets diluted.
Yeah, 100%.
You got a guy who now everyone's saying, oh, the style of football is a little bit. All right, I hear it. But then at the same time, if you look back last season, I think, and listen, apart from Slims, all other, and I say this strongly, apart from Slims, I've learned in this short amount of time this season, a lot of United fans, if not the larger majority, are so deluded and so entitled.
Said it for a minute.
To think that
I've been saying that for years.
To even sit there and think, sack this guy. No, deep in. To even sit there and be like, oh, Eric Ten Hag out. You're crazy.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you Ten Hag out, Slims?
No, Slims said I'm not.
Wait,
he says, yeah, sorry. No.
I know you're trying to back your boy, but
No. If he doesn't do his job, he didn't do his job. It's what it is.
Are you Ten Hag out, fam?
I'm not. If
he doesn't want to be that guy.
He told me if he left today, we'll get the Zerbi tomorrow. I am out. But as of right now, I'm not.
Question, though. So you say that, but then at the same time, De Zerbi comes in and fails in his culture.
No, do you know what it is? Without going to a whole other topic.
30 seconds. Go on.
I'm so impressed with what I've seen just from eye test.
Yeah.
No stats.
Yeah.
With all the chaos that's going on above, I'll still take the Zerbi.
I hear it.
Over Ten Hag.
Can I ask a vital question? Sorry, I just want to bring it into that. Do you make Rashford wrong for going out to celebrate his 26th birthday?
No.
Do you make Rashford wrong?
I make him wrong for getting caught.
Okay, explain.
So I don't have a problem with you celebrating your birthday. It's
after a 3-0 loss.
It's just bad timing. It's just bad timing. Because it doesn't matter. We're talking about the court of public opinion. No one gives a shit about whether you celebrate your birthday or not. People only care that the fans who pay their money. You know how expensive them fucking tickets are? Us, we pay our money to go there and sit where we're getting wet because the roof is leaking and there's rats in the bathroom and there's all sorts like that. And you're a multi-millionaire who doesn't care. We care. So from the court of public opinion, yes, poor timing.
He was caught in, I think it was one of the top clubs in Manchester, celebrity club in Manchester.
Yeah.
It's the main one.
It's poor timing.
One of the main ones.
So did you not think? Wait, hold on. Did you not think that even though he would have known we've just got packed in by City,
I've performed terribly.
I've not performed.
Yep.
I know that I'm going to get spotted in Manchester. Do you not think there is a no fucks attitude there?
Do you know what it is though, bro? I think. Do you know what it is though?
Just go elsewhere.
But do you know what it is though?
I
think you got permission from the club.
It'd be better for him to see if he could have to the club and said, "Can I go London?" Like I'm not saying he should. I'm just saying.
I think the club knew he was having his birthday. I think he got permission from the club.
But the problem again,
and I think with that he just thought like, you know what? Okay, regardless what the tabloid say, it will be done in 2 weeks. Because in 2 weeks' time we won't be talking about this.
I don't think he shouldn't not celebrate his birthday. Celebrate your birthday. My problem is timing. Even if you didn't do it on that day, do it the next day.
But then the thing is, he can't choose his birthday.
No. I'm not saying it on that sense. I'm saying it from a sense of he deals with it more than we will ever. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
The people are gonna follow him forever until he's retired from football, right? You just lost in a game where you're the guy who was born in this city. So you are Mr. Manchester United right now. Because there's no other Mancunian in the club. Outside of Kobe Mainoo, and he's not there yet. So it's timing.
For me, I think we have to remember that one, they're human, and two, they can't do basic shit. They can't
100%.
They can't just get up and go Westfield and get a jeans. You get me? So where they can't do basic shit, which we take for granted, I think to deny a man celebrating his birthday,
it's crazy.
Is a madness.
People like that.
It's called public opinion. That's what it is.
They're fortunate. They're rich. They're multi-millionaires. They're all of that.
Of course, that's how you'll be.
But obviously, money can't buy everything, and there's basic things they can't do. So to tell a man he can't celebrate his 26, like everyone's quick to say, "Oh, do it when you retire." Your 26 ain't the same as your 35th, or your 34th. You're gonna turn up differently. It's a different kind of litness.
Let me just because I don't want to think. Where does Rashford go from here, and where do United go from here, attitude-wise? Like, what's the next step? Because if you're saying it's culture,
all I'm gonna say, I'll let Z finish. All I'm gonna say is there's two things to your question. One, I think the culture is to blame. He got too much too soon, in my opinion. And two, we all, the football community, are guilty of building him up to a pedestal he's just not at yet. We was having conversations of Rashford and Mbappe. We've never been that good. When you look at Rashford now, he can't chat to Saka. He's not
nowhere close.
So we've put him somewhere, and now we're expecting him to reach them levels, and he can't do it. He's had a purple patch loss. It's bad to call it a purple patch because it's a whole season. But when you actually look at performance, he weren't performing game in, game out. He was just scoring. Do you know what I'm saying? So I say all of this to say he's not at the level that we think he's at. He is a very good player. He's not elite or world class.
No,
and that mixed with the culture that United's provided is the Rashford we've got to see.
Let's take it away from United and let's focus on Rashford. Do you not think there's any coach, any team, anywhere that you think Rashford can go and succeed?
I think again, what Slim said, the culture has to be conducive for you to be successful. However, sorry, go on.
No, you made a point. Sorry, you actually made a point in saying that Rashford actually hasn't had a great coach. Since his whole time.
So what I'm saying,
great coach, because obviously Mourinho's a great coach.
And Van Gaal's a great coach. I give him that.
I think he was talking more about stability, under proper coach.
So yes, do I think that the club play a part in where Marcus Rashford is? 100%. Because yes, I remember having a conversation on PlayStation where we were saying Marcus Rashford has similar attributes to Kylian Mbappe. They do have a similar skill set. It's just Kylian Mbappe is Kylian Mbappe or applying himself. I touched back on Odegaard because of the training stuff that you told me he does. I don't think Marcus Rashford's training after training. I think he sizes up a knuckleball and just says it might.
Yeah, correct.
Ronaldo after training, and I'm not saying he's Ronaldo, so just be clear to people. So not like, oh, you're comparing him to Ronaldo.
Talk about mentality.
It's about here. Even if you are,
sorry, can you do that again?
It's about here. No, it's not here. So, and you know what? That's great because all last season you're doing this. Where is it?
The pun was intended.
No, but it's like it's crazy because it's like you're doing this for whatever reason. I don't know what his reasons were, or whatever. But you're doing this, and then this year you scored one goal.
And on that, can I just say to let you wrap up? Yeah. That's why I say Odegaard can captain a team and Rashford can't. Odegaard can probably pinpoint.
So are you saying this is show?
No, not even that. I don't even want to diss Rashford like that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is Arsenal could be playing a match and Odegaard could see where it's not working, where they're being dominated, and he can kind of point, and Rashford can't do that. And that's why I say he's not vocal, and I don't think he has that level of. I don't think he has football IQ enough to lead like in that way. So
it's kind of like walk out that way. You relied on your pace.
So why you? So as a captain, what are you doing? You know what I'm trying to say? So I can understand why he turned it down. Personally.
I just think that, and it's not just him. So I don't be clear, but I just think it's poor from him.
Final question.
Yes.
Final question. One word answer. Sell him or keep him?
Wait, say a figure. Say a figure.
No.
Listen for him. I'm not even gonna answer, but say a figure. PSG come in for
70 mil.
26.
Yeah, you gotta shift him. 70 million, you're not getting better than that. You have to shift him.
Welcome to the Near Post podcast. You are through. You are here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and subscribe.
Subscribe twice. That's why you can't do this.